on my social media. And also, I want to give this. This is something he posted, and as you know, one of my things is being. I'm always aware of my surroundings at all times. As my master Raza Guru taught me. And this is a little video, so it's gonna be a good while, but listen to it, and it's really touching.
Again, at the Legion Fest. So yesterday, we started with the open class, and we placed out of 23 guys, we placed in the top 12, which was good. I think I was 11th or 12th or something like that. It was kind of a practice run for the Masters class today. Masters over 40, which I'm 51, but over 40. And, started off rough today. We looked at the schedule. They told us it was at a certain time. They moved up some events. I was literally at the hotel. Tina went to the show to buy tickets and to check where they were at. And I get a phone call saying I needed to get my ass there ASAP. Then my class was going on. I had 5 minutes to get there. I had to jump in coach's car, fly, breaking all kinds of laws to get to the show, pre-judging. But we made it. Ran down 4 flights of stairs, jumped into coach's BMW, and got to the show, breaking all kinds of laws to get there, but we made it. They held the show, got on stage, and did really well. Went back to the finals this evening and placed in the top 5. I was 5th, which I'm happy. The goal was to win, but after not competing for 2 years, and, I got to put things in perspective. A lot of people said, a year ago, you weren't even walking. And here I am making a video about competing. So that's a blessing all in itself. And I'm grateful for that. I had a great surprise with my good friend, Larry, and his wife coming to the show, which was a complete surprise to me. Deonna and Larry came here. I walked in, and they were sitting in the front row to support me. And I was, at that point in time, I was emotional and everything else. But it was unbelievable to have them here to support me and love me. And like Larry and a whole bunch of other people has told me, a year ago, you were not even walking. A year ago, I didn't even know if I would ever be able to compete again. And here I am on stage, competing again. I placed 5th, and it was a tough group of guys. 2 guys from Brazil, I think another guy from the UK. Great group of guys. I'll post pictures of all of us after the competing, off stage. And I wasn't bitter. I wasn't upset because, again, at the end of the day, the blessing to be able to be on stage with these guys that are very good guys that have been competing year in and year out the last couple of years, and me stepping back on stage and being the oldest one in my group was a blessing and awesome. At the exact same time, I had got some great news before the finals, and I was emotional wreck right before the final. And I'm trying to hold it together as I make this video. My son, Cody, who has busted his ass at the University of Hawaii for the last 2 years, bet on himself, came on as a walk-on after leaving South Camp Prep School, went to Hawaii as a walk-on, had the ability to be on a scholarship, and today was rewarded a full-ride scholarship for his duration of the time at the University of Hawaii. And I found this out before I went on stage, and at that point in time, it didn't even matter where I placed because, I'm happy to be on stage. I'm happy to be competing. My goal is to get to Tokyo to master Olympia, which is still in the plans. I'm planning on doing a show here in the near future, but right now, to celebrate his success, to celebrate my wife's success as getting back on stage and placing in the top 4 in her class, which was awesome because she hadn't been there for a long time, was great. Chris Mims put on an unbelievable show at the Legions Fest. I can't wait to come back here next year and compete again. Hopefully they'll have women's bodybuilding. For anybody out there who wants to sponsor women's bodybuilding, as Chris said, all he needs is a sponsor. He's all in to bring women's bodybuilding here. That being said, I have to thank a lot of people. And sorry, this is a long-winded video, but it's been a long journey for me and an emotional journey for me. And try and hold it together. Again, when your life is almost taken away from you and you find yourself depressed and not knowing if you're ever going to be able to do the things that you love, again, it's tough. Sorry. But as my spiritual advisor, Rick, once told me, you can be a victim or a victor. And I chose to be a victor. It's not about a place, it's about the journey. Bob Chigarello said it best to me. Just to see me on stage compared to where I was a year ago, as everybody said, is a blessing. And that's what I take from this journey. There's so many people I have to thank. My mother-in-law, Linda Wilson, who was amazing, my backbone through all the stuff I went through, all the surgeries, all the sicknesses, the COVID, the surgeries, me not being able to walk, me not being able to wipe my butt, being in the hospital after my back fusion, after my wrist surgery, after my elbow surgery, after getting COVID, after getting a rare bacteria infection that kept me in the hospital for another 7 days. She was there. To my wife, I'll leave her last. Excuse me. Sorry. I mean, I was never thinking. My children, my son Cody, Keenan, Kansas, Keaton, those four, kept me pushing and driving every single day. Being a leader to them, showing them that perseverance, determination can get you wherever you want. And today, Cody getting the scholarship proved that factor that I did the right thing. Hopefully, as I'm doing a good thing as a father and leading my kids in the right direction. To my Royal Crest family and Wayne and Larry's family, everybody at that bar who, sorry, who even when I was not around, asked for me every day, prayed for me every day, came and supported me and my wife every day. The ones, Maurice and Melissa and everybody out there. I can't thank you guys enough for coming out and supporting me and Tina. You guys have been unbelievable, and to have Larry just pop up with his wife was amazing. Jesse, I know it put a lot of stress on you by having to run the place all the way to Larry's staff. I know we've been gone for 2 weeks. That supported Tina and me on this journey. Thank you guys. To my training partner, Bruce Coates, who pushed me every day. And even though the days where I doubted myself, didn't want to push myself, didn't want to be there, he pushed me every day. To Crunch Fitness, who supported me every day in the gym. And, they're our family. I appreciate you guys as well. To Mike, to Rachel, to Bill, to Cimarron, to Dennis, to Ben, Frank, all the people, Robert, my opposing coach, to all those who supported me through this journey and pushed me to be the very best. And they constantly reminded me of this. It's not about where you place. It's not about winning or losing. It's about you just being where you're at and accomplishing what you're doing, because these people were the ones, Jeff, Glenn, these people, my mom and Alana, Elaine, these were the people who kept me motivated, kept praying for me, telling me that it's not about where you place, because they seen, these are the people who took me to rehab, took me to physical therapy, took me out when I was in my lowest times after all the shit that I've been through in the last 2 years that I thought I never, ever would get back to being where I'm at now. Thank you guys, all you guys, from the bottom of my heart, my softball girls, who keep me young and keep me on my toes, my Lauren Tummer girls. Miss you guys. See you soon. To my coach, Mel Specco, who is an inspiration to me and my wife, and I would not, literally not be where I'm at if it wasn't for this woman, nor would my wife, Tina, be where we're at right now. She changed us in 4.5, 5 months to be the best athletes that we can possibly be and bring the best package that I've ever brought to the stage, honestly, ever. Gave me the confidence, gave me the guidance, gave Tina the guidance to get back in the winner's circle with us, first or fifth place, fourth place or fifth place or whatever. We got back in the winner's circle and we're back and we're planning on getting better. To my wife, Tina, she has been the backbone for me. 11 years strong. Next month will be 11 years strong. And I could not ask for a better wife support system than this woman, period. She has pushed herself. She has pushed me, even though she thought it was crazy at times about competing again. She pushed me to want to be better. She pushed me to be better. She put a lot of responsibility on her shoulders for our family, and I am forever indebted and grateful to her for that. She's an amazing athlete. She is the future of this women's bodybuilding sport as far as I'm concerned. And us having Melanie back in our corner, who people don't understand, Melanie she does chemo. She almost died, not to put her business out there. She's been through a lot, and she has drove from California to Kansas. She's come to Kansas twice for us. She's here with us at our hotel right now. She drove from California to Reno to be with us, brought her dog. She has had our back 125%, and I cannot be any more grateful to that woman, nor can Tina, for what she has brought back into our lives that we've been missing, because she was Tina's coach before she got sick and we had to part ways, and now she's back in her life, and now she's my coach as well. And I can't ask for a better coach and a better person to guide me and her on our future endeavors in this sport. I just want to thank everybody who's followed me, who's followed my wife Tina in our journey, who supported us and loved us. We appreciate you. Beastified Jim, thank you for making me a part of your family, and I look forward to our future endeavors together. Just everything. I appreciate all you guys, and I know this is a 13-minute, almost 15-minute video, but I had to make it to show people and tell people how much I appreciate all that they've done for me and Tina. So again, at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys for just loving and supporting us. We'll be back home soon, and they take the next couple of days off and have some family time and relax. But again, we would not be here without all the people that I mentioned. And if I didn't mention you, you know who you are, who's loved us and supported us through this whole entire journey. And we look forward to seeing everybody and celebrating with everybody when we get back, and then getting back to work. So I want to thank you guys all. I love you guys. I couldn't ask for my entire life. I made a post that all I wanted was a family to love me and support me, and I now have that with all the people that I mentioned in this video and some, and I'm just blessed to be where I'm at. And the guys that I compete against today, every